Would you look at what the cat dragged in?
What's up, man? Look at this, dude.
You guys may remember Adam from episode 1 of Printavo. Adam left us for higher ed. It's okay.
Big mistake.
These things are so good in the morning. These Boost complete nutritional drinks, or whatever these things are, just extra protein, a little bit of sugar in the morning. Yesterday we had our company meeting. This is a monthly meeting that we have. Silly fire drills disrupting our meetings. The company team meetings happen in the morning. We set those up monthly. It was actually an idea that was brought up by a team member of ours, and she wanted to know a little bit more about what was going on at the company, other people, what they were doing, and something personal that was happening with everybody else too. So I thought it was a great idea. We actually bring in Panera or some sort of breakfast food in the morning, and we just chit chat for about an hour to an hour and a half and just go around, talk. And I think it's great. It brings together more of a bond and then helps share a lot more info. So we'll save 5 minutes for each person, something personal, and then a professional project that they're working on and how things are going and some feedback on it. So it's good to get kind of different opinions from all the different departments. The first thing I do in the morning is I'll check my calendar. Usually that's to help determine how much actual work I'm gonna get done. Looks like about 5 or 6 meetings. Bear, get off. This guy's going crazy. We're working on off with Bear. As you can see, it's not clearly working very well. The meetings that I have, usually if they're a lot more, that means I'm not gonna get a lot more done today, but I do have a couple one-on-ones, which I do find very valuable. One-on-ones are just that. It's me and one other person on the team. And I try to have these with every single direct report bi-weekly. So every other week, I'll schedule 20 minutes to meet with them. And then for people that aren't direct reports that are under a different manager, those I'll schedule monthly, because the manager is supposed to have those bi-weekly with their direct reports. Now, the goal for one-on-ones is to kind of separate a little bit of work, but also personal, and blend it with career goals and what you're thinking about outside of work. It's to try to dig a bit deeper into everybody's head and help them feel more satisfied and want to work on projects that they feel challenged by and that they're progressing with. With that said, a lot of the questions that you can ask in these are, what are projects that you really like working on? Or what's a project maybe you didn't like particularly working on? Or are you feeling burnt out at all? Or how do you feel like career is going? Or where do you want to even be in a year? That's a great question, so that way you can help, again, point the trajectory of what they're doing, if you can as a company, towards what they want to be doing. And I find that they're very helpful. They're not going to completely prevent employee churn, but again, it's just to show that you truly do care, right? And you do want to help them progress and learn and get new skills and be able to gain the ability that they want to be able to do. So anyway, I've got a couple of those today, and I'll let you guys know how those go too. But what I really want to talk to you guys about today is a huge opportunity. This opportunity is something that's been irking me a bit, but I feel has a lot of potential and a lot of upside, especially on the distribution side in our industry. Okay, picture this. You order your garments from S&S, SanMar, AlphaBroder, One Stop, whoever, TSC. You order them from the distribution, they come into your loading dock, and they're dropped off by the UPS driver in the morning, right? Normally, you open those up, you have someone that's counting them in. They're probably spending 2 hours or so a day counting garments in, if not more, especially as a bigger shop. Now, of course, some contract shops are different than direct-to-consumer and so on, but you're spending a couple hours every morning counting in those garments. What if you didn't have to count in any garments? What if those boxes were 100% accurate and you took them to the press and you knew that what you open and just start loading on the press was going to be the exact styles, exact colors you ordered, the sizes you ordered, no holes, no issues with the garments at all? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But I think this is a huge opportunity. And if you do the math, I think there's a way to actually have shops pay to offload the quality control and assurance onto the distribution before it gets to the shop. Let me show you these numbers. Now, I'm just gonna say for rough numbers that a shop roughly spends about 2 hours counting in garments a day. This obviously could go up to 4, it could go down to 1 depending on the day, but this is for weekdays where they're getting delivery. Now, if you multiply that out, that's approximately 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week is exactly 43 1/3 hours a month. So call it about 43 hours a month counting in garments during weekdays, 5 days a week only, at about 2 hours a day. If you're paying someone about $13 an hour to do this, is approximately $563 per month spent counting in garments, which equates to $6,760. This amount total. That's for, again, on average 2 hours. If you spend on average in your larger shop of 4 hours or so a day, you could double that. It's approximately $13,000 a year. Where's the opportunity? Well, I think that if distribution actually charged you an extra fee to assure that those shirts were press ready, they could actually generate an extra income stream, A. B, waste a lot less time and allow you to focus more on printing. And C, just create a whole new efficient process for you guys to be able to run your business. Now remember, 2 hours approximately on a day is about $563 wasted per month of time. So even if they charged you half, which probably could even go more, $281 a month to guarantee that those garments are press ready, they can then help everybody out. Now, the bigger picture here is that every single shop does this. Let's throw out some rough numbers. Maybe there's 30,000 shops out there. So at about almost $6,800 a year, times about 30,000 shops in the US alone, this is an almost $200 million of wasted time every single year, just in the US as approximate numbers alone. This is why I feel like this is such a huge opportunity. It's so many wins along here. The distribution company can generate more revenue by charging for this service. The printing companies can be able to save time and be a lot more efficient too. And the industry as a whole can be $200 million more efficient time-wise. This is big. So I'm calling out all the big guys out there. I love to hear your response to it. I love to be able to hear you guys chime in, and maybe somebody will start doing it. All right, time for me to actually dig into a lot more work. We got these meetings coming up. I got a bunch more product work to come out, plan for our conference, Print Houses Conf. Don't forget about it, July 12th and 13th. It's going to be really, really great. I am running late as always, but heading to my brother Max's graduation. He's graduating college. Super proud of him. He's actually going to med school down at a school called UChicago, right downtown Chicago in Illinois. So really pumped, really excited for him. Got some cards. We're going to grab dinner. It'll be nice. You guys see that truck? Closed talk? This is closed talk. And you can't read that just because everything's jumbling around right now in the Uber. But Closed Talk seems to be a company that helps charities build brands. That's actually pretty cool. And what I just passed over there that I showed you guys is a food truck of sorts, but for clothing in it. So I guess they help them sell clothes, and it seems like maybe park in different areas and help them sell and raise money. Pretty neat. Have a good one. And we're here.
We're here.
Congratulations, Max.
Congratulations, Max. Give him a high five.
Don't leave me hanging.
The parents, the proud parents of the last child.
Graduate.
The graduate. And the next step with our two boys, but this one is on his way.
All right, we're gonna eat. Wow. Sounds about right. merch.
Graduating magna cum laude, recipient of the President's Award Program Honor Scholarship, Chancellor's Student Service Award, Honors College Research Grant, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Grant, and is a member of the Phi Beta Kappa Society.
Noor Ahmad.
Graduates cum laude.